Hello and welcome to the Blue Water Running Podcast. I'm your host, Maren, and this podcast features and celebrates the achievements of high school and collegiate cross-country and track and field athletes from the Blue Water area of Michigan. Our episode guest is Max Durham, a senior at New Haven High School. Max has seen significant steady growth as a runner over the years, starting from a 27-minute 5K as a freshman to a 19:51 as a sophomore, 18:16 as a junior, and this year to his PR of 16:58 this season at the Autumn Classic, where he ran 16:58. Max just won the MAC Blue Jamboree in a time of 17:29. Max is our first guest from New Haven High School, so we'll get to know him as a Blue Water area athlete. Welcome to the Blue Water Running Podcast, Max, and thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Well, you are the first athlete we've ever had on from New Haven High School. Did you know that?
I think I did.
Okay. So I don't know if the New Haven team even knows that I write about them. So here we are. Yes, I'm a fan. I watch. I know. So let's start out with how you became a runner. So take us back to where it all began for you. How did you end up joining cross country and track?
So when I first started off, just a senior pretty much forced me to run cross country my freshman year.
Gotta love seniors.
Yeah, and I was just kind of doing it to get in shape for the soccer season. That was really the only reason that I really started off running. And now I've just kind of kept going with it. And now I don't even play soccer anymore. So,
Well, I was looking at your freshman season when you first started, and I think your very first 5K was somewhere around 27 minutes.
yeah.
And if we look to this year, the progression in 4 years to your PR 16:58, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a huge amount of time. So talk about what you think has made the biggest difference in you as a runner from your freshman year to now.
I think the biggest reason that I've kind of improved as much as I have is a lot of consistency. There hasn't really been ever a time where I just would skip practice for any reason or any reason sort of like that. And it's just always being consistent has really helped with that. And a lot of just for the first probably 3 years through my junior season of cross country, it wasn't really planned like weekly mileage or anything. It was kind of just whatever I thought of at that moment. So it was just a lot of hard work of just learning what I should be doing and how I should be doing it and putting in the effort.
Now, you've had considerable improvement even from your junior year to your senior year. So is there anything that you did differently over the summer, perhaps? Did you add mileage? Have you done any different summer training to help you prepare?
Yeah, I have pretty much, at the end of my junior cross country season, I started working with a coach who has more knowledge than what New Haven has had. And I essentially tripled my mileage, going from around 15 to 20 miles a week up to 50. So I think that has really helped me a lot.
Oh my gosh, I would guess so. I mean, 15 to 20 miles a week.
Yeah.
That's not a lot. And I'm not a big proponent of you should run tons of miles if that doesn't work for your body. Obviously, you had to increase that in a safe way so you stayed healthy. So what does it look like for you in a week of training?
Generally, I have a long run, which is around 10 to 12 miles, 2 workouts throughout the week, and then just mileage the rest of the week. There's nothing too special about it. I run 7 days a week.
You do not take a rest day, is that right?
I do not, no.
Okay. Does that work for you? You don't feel overly tired or burnt out?
No, surprisingly, I do feel really good, it's really surprised me that I've been able to do it without a rest day because I just haven't been running high mileage for a very long time. I mean, it's been about almost a year now, but I'm up to where I am and I don't need it, which is very surprising to me.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know your body and what you need, so do what works for you. Now, you, in a week, are you you're not taking a rest day, but I'm assuming you're taking just slower run days,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
there's a few easy run days depending on how I'm feeling. It depends how on the day. I never like truly schedule an easy day, but I'll just if I'm not feeling good, make that day a little bit easier.
Right. Well, do you have a favorite workout that you prefer?
I think I really like 400 repeats. It's kind of miserable, but it's also really enjoyable, and I find it's a lot easier for me to do like mentally compared to a lot of the other workouts that I do.
Hmm. Now, if I look at track and field, you're kind of all over the place. Like you've done the 4x4, you've done the 2 mile, you've done the mile, you've done the 800. So, what is your, I guess, your preference? Do you enjoy longer distances or do you prefer something shorter and a little quicker?
I definitely prefer longer distances. I'd say by far when it comes to track, I like the 3200 the most. But I also do enjoy the relays, but I'm just not really as good at them as when it comes to the longer distance stuff like the 1600 and 3200.
All right. So, is that what you plan to do in the spring? Is that what you're going to focus on?
Yeah, that's the plan to focus on those two events, the 1600 and 3200.
Okay. Let's talk about the most recent MAC Blue Jamboree. You won. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. It was
So,
very exciting.
yeah, that was your first win ever, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so talk to me about that race. I mean, did you go into it with the goal of winning? Did that kind of surprise you as you got going and realized, oh, I'm in first?
My goal for that race was to win. I wasn't feeling super amazing before it, so I wasn't really planning on going out for a good big PR. So the main thought going into that race was I'm just going to try and win it. And it the meet before that, I think his name is Owen Windigaston or some. I'm probably pronouncing that really wrong, but he finished literally like a second ahead of me. So the goal was to just for most of that race, I pretty much stayed right behind him and just had the goal of just I'm gonna stay behind him, let him lead the entire race, and then hopefully outkick him at the end.
Hmm.
I pretty much was behind him for like the first like 2.8, 2.9 miles, and it came down to like the last 200 meters of the race.
Yeah, because he was only 4 seconds behind you.
Yeah.
And it looks like at the last Jamboree, the first Mac Blue, you both had the same time.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, it was like
Yeah,
milliseconds
it
apart.
was really close.
Yeah, so it must have been a battle at the line. And yeah,
It
I
was.
see I see his name, Owen Win Gaston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it either, obviously. Owen, if you're listening, I'm sorry, you're fast. Good job, buddy. Well, yeah, that's exciting. So you cross the line, you're in first. So do you have, I think you have another Mac Blue to go, right? The championship?
Yeah, we have our division meet coming up.
Okay. Okay, so what's your goal for that next league matchup?
I think I'm gonna try and win it again. I think me and Owen are gonna have a really good battle in that meet. I think it'll be really good because I've won one, he's won one, and we're both pretty much at the exact same fitness. So I think it's gonna be a really good one.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're relishing the challenge. That's a good mindset to have as you go into racing. And when my son was running in high school, he liked racing people that were better than him because he knew that he would be bettered by competing against someone. So he didn't
Mhm.
shy away from that. And I think that's a great mindset to have. What are some of your goals individually? And then if you have any as a team for the rest of the season, like what are you looking to do as you go through the rest of the season?
Individually, I'm really looking to try and get my time down quite a bit. I'd like to get below 16:30, and I think it's really doable because we've had really hot weather this
Yes, we have.
entire beginning of the season, and I'm really looking forward to it when it cools down, and I think it's going to go really well for me. I'm hoping to get around that 16:30 mark, and I think I can do it for sure.
Do you want to qualify for the state meet?
Yes, I would also really like to qualify for the state meet, and I think I have a really good chance of doing it.
Yeah. Are you D3?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So if I look, I'm kind of clicking around on athletic.net here. If I look at your schedule, it looks like your regional is the one at Columbus.
Yes, it is.
And that is historically, your time would do very well there. So I think if you can, have a good day, you
Mhm.
should definitely see that happen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, who are your running role models? I mean, do you have any personal role models in your life or any professional or collegiate runners that you might also look up to?
Um, I wouldn't say there's really been a consistent one. My freshman and sophomore year, it's always kind of just been like my freshman year, there was always the few kids ahead of me, and they really pushed me to be better, and it really helped me improve a lot. And it was the same thing my sophomore year, where I was always able to look up to all the kids who were ahead of me on my team, and it really pushed me to want to be a better runner and to do better in the sport. And I think that's really helped. And now I'm kind of doing that for the kids under me now, pushing them to be better.
Do you have a professional athlete you like? It doesn't have to be a runner either, if you have another athlete you enjoy keeping up with.
Um, Not necessarily. I don't really watch too many sports when it comes to it. Um,
Well, you
yeah,
played soccer. I was curious if you had a favorite soccer player.
no, not really.
Okay. Are you a music lover before a race? I mean, do you do that before you run? I know most people enjoy music, but some like that before they race and some prefer not to have it. So what's your choice?
I do not do music. Never
Okay.
really.
Okay. Favorite post-race snack or meal? What do you like to munch on when you're done with the
Mm,
workout?
I like pasta after a race.
Okay. You got a particular kind
hmm
that's your favorite?
Um, Not really, just spaghetti.
Okay. All right. Well, that seems to be a runner staple in the diet. Do you have any funny race stories? Anything that's ever kind of been funny that's happened to you in a race?
I don't think there's really been anything too crazy that's happened to me in the races. I have one from track. One time in the 3200, uh, I was just running it. I don't remember what meet it was or anything, but my coach told me when I had 2 laps to go that I was on my last lap,
Oh
and I
no.
just started dead sprinting on that lap,
Oh
and then
no.
I and then I had to still go another one after that, and I was just so dead at the end of that race.
Do you know how many times that happens? I did that as well when I was a sophomore in high school. And it is awful to think you're done and then you're nope.
Yeah.
And then you're lactic because you just
Uh,
kicked the last part of the race. Were you able to win?
yeah, I think I did. I think it
Okay.
was one of our just division mates.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's brutal for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh. Well, what are some of your favorites? So, favorite cross country course you've ever raced on?
I think my favorite one that I've ever raced on is Kensington. It was a terrible course, to be honest. It was super hilly. I ran on it my sophomore year for regionals, but I really enjoyed that course, even though it was one of the hilliest and just hardest courses I've ever ran on. I think it was a really interesting and fun course to go out on.
Hmm. All right. You talked about how you like the longer track distances. Would you prefer to run a 2 mile or a 5K?
Definitely a 2 mile. I think I like track a lot more than I do cross country. I don't know why,
Interesting.
but I feel like I just like it a lot better overall to run on a track.
Hmm. Well, people are usually very particular. It's one or the other. So they either like cross country better or they like track better. Favorite weather for racing? Like, do you prefer warm? Do you like the sun? Do you like cloudy? Do you like chilly? What do you like?
I really do like a just a cooler day, like high 50s, low 60s without any sun. I think I definitely race the best when the weather's like that.
Hmm.
And then it's also a little fun every once in a while when it's kind of rainy or whatever. Just the course is a mess, and I kind of find that it's not good for racing at all. But I kind of find it fun to run in weather like that.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what will
hmm
happen with everybody else too.
Yeah,
All right, your favorite running shoe. Do you have a particular brand or shoe that is your go-to?
I definitely stick with Brooks generally. Not for any real reason. It's just what I've always used and never had an issue.
Hmm.
Right now, I use the Brooks Ghosts, and I really like them.
Yep. Yep. We got a lot of Brooks fans on the pod, so that's good. Is there a motivational quote or phrase that sticks with you that you can think of that you'd like to share? Anything that kind of
Um,
makes a mantra in your mind? And if
I
not,
think
that's okay too.
I think one that I can think of would be doing the hard work is always easier than regretting it later.
Ooh, yeah, that is very true. All right. So I drive through New Haven quite frequently. I live in Armada, so I go through there a lot to get to the highway or to Chesterfield. So I'm really curious where you run, where you train.
Um, on dirt roads. That's
Okay.
pretty much unless you every once in a while we'll drive out to Columbus because it's only
Hmm.
10-15 minutes away, but a good like 80% of my runs are just down dirt roads.
Okay.
And because there's not really a lot of other places to go in our area, especially
Right.
from the high school.
Right. Yeah, that's why I was asking because I would imagine with the traffic there that would not be
Yeah.
super safe to be running very much there. Do you have a favorite running app or gadget that you like?
I like Strava. I
Okay.
do. And I have a Garmin watch that I really enjoy. After I've gotten it, it's really helpful to have all the information that it gives.
Right. Well, I'm assuming it's recorded quite a bit more miles this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, people watching your Strava account might go, "Whoa, something's going on." Okay, morning or evening? When would you prefer to do your run?
I definitely prefer to do it in the evening. It's a lot nicer to wait till the end of the day to go for my run because I'm always so tired after all of them. It
Hmm.
kind of it's kind of rough to run every morning.
Yeah, I would always do my long runs when I was training for marathons because it's always a Saturday or Sunday and you got to get it on the weekend, but then the whole day is like, ugh,
Yeah.
you're recovering and you don't feel like doing anything. So I get it. Do you like to run primarily solo or do you like to run more with a team?
I do like to run more with a team, but most of my runs are solo. Normally when I'm on long runs, I try and find a group to go with, and I've found a pretty good group of people who I can generally go on my long runs with, but almost all of my runs are by myself. I do like running a lot more with a team. It's a lot easier,
Hmm.
but I'm pretty much always solo on my runs.
Well, it sounds like most people don't keep up with you either on your team. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there's that. Well, I heard you mention you like running on the track more than cross country,
Hmm.
but if you had the choice to train on a trail or go to the track, what do you think you'd probably pick?
Definitely training on a trail.
Okay.
Training on the track is, unless it's for workouts, workouts on the track are nice, but for mileage and everything else, running on trails is a lot nicer.
Yeah, agreed. I like scenery and although I'm not so great with routes, so I bite it quite frequently. All right, uphill or downhill?
Um, Definitely downhill. Uphill's never really that much fun.
No, no, I agree, but I don't know. Downhills, I just feel like I lose control of my legs. So at least going up, I know I can stay on my feet. Okay, I think I know the answer, but I could be wrong. Long run versus speed workout.
I definitely like long runs better.
Okay, you surprised me. I thought you were going to say something quick, but and you said you like track better than cross country, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So let's say you're at a meet and they're awarding medals or t-shirts. Which would you pick?
I think a medal. I have so many different running t-shirts in my closet.
Yeah, and that will not change if you keep
Nope.
running. Although I have seen a great way to use them, and that's to make a quilt.
Oh,
Have you ever seen those quilts made out of t-shirts?
no, but that would be cool.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was a big swimmer, and so she had a lot
Hmm.
of meets from or shirts from her swim meets, and she turned it into a quilt
Oh,
for her.
that's
Somebody gave
cool.
it to her for a gift, actually. So yeah, I thought that was a cool idea. Okay, do you prefer a sports drink or just good old water?
I like water,
All right, pizza versus tacos.
pizza.
Okay. Do you have a particular topping you really like?
Not really. Kind of just cheese and pepperoni.
Okay. Are you a pineapple on a pizza person or no?
No,
Oh,
definitely not.
good. So disgusting. I'm sorry. If anybody likes that, good for you, but ooh, I can't, I just can't do it. All right, Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay. Do you have anybody you really like to follow or a certain genre or topic?
Um, Not really. Just I just don't watch a lot of TV really.
Okay. So whatever comes to mind that you're interested in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you a sneakers or a slides kind of guy?
probably sneakers.
Okay. And then summer or winter?
Summer.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Are you planning on, as you're a senior, continuing running collegiately? Like, would you like to do that after you graduate?
I would really like to, but it's just going to be very hard because a lot of the colleges I want to go to are Division 1 schools, and I know my times aren't
Oh,
there to make the teams there. So it's just I'd love to run in college, but also at the same time, it just isn't really probably going to work out, and I want to prioritize my education over
right. Well, what are you interested in pursuing as far as an area of study?
engineering.
Oh yeah, that's a tough major.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any particular field of engineering?
It's probably going to end up being mechanical, but
Okay.
I still have to do a little bit more looking around.
Okay. Well, if you do end up going to a big D1 school, they do have run clubs, so you could always do that. And they do go around and compete.
Yeah, I've been looking into those for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they have fun. We saw a couple at a meet last week that we were at for my kids for their collegiate team. So, okay, so our wrap up question, if you could run anywhere in the world with anyone you wanted to, past, present, living or not, where would you run and who would it be with?
I think running in the Grand Canyon would be really cool. I know it's a lot of uphill, but I think it'd be a really cool spot to go running. I think meeting someone like Albert Einstein or someone like that, maybe that would be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool to see how he thinks and everything.
Yeah, he brilliant, brilliant man
Yeah.
for sure. And thank goodness that history erred on the side of good for his skills versus if you know anything about World War II.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was a close one. Well, all right. So, what's the next meet on your schedule for you, Max?
I believe I have one this Thursday, and it is
Are you
the
are you doing Marysville?
Marysville, yeah,
Yeah.
the Marysville Invitational.
Okay,
I've been,
I'll be at that one.
it's looking to be a really good meet, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What's your goal there? What would you like to do?
I'd love to set a really big PR because it's going to be low 70s, good weather, and from what I've seen, it's a fairly nice course.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping around 1640, 1645, trying to set a good big PR.
That's awesome. Yeah, you'll have good competition too,
Hmm.
so that'll help. Um, I don't know if they're going to run up that big hill that's there. I think they do. I don't think the course has changed, but that's really about it. The rest is pretty flat and fast. So yeah, it should be a good day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Well, thank you for taking time out of your night to chat with me. It was cool to get to know you, and I hope to see you on Thursday and see what you do next.
You're welcome. I appreciate it. I'll hopefully see you there too.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Please share an episode to help spread the word about Blue Water Running's mission, which is to feature and celebrate the achievements of our high school and collegiate cross country and track and field athletes from our area. You can also subscribe and leave a review. You can find the Blue Water Running podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and other major media players. You can also ask your smart speaker to play the Blue Water Running podcast. You can follow Blue Water Running on Instagram, X, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, along with athlete and meet reports and photography on the website at bluewaterrunning.org. Coverage of Blue Water Running is sponsored in part by Elite Feet of Port Huron. If you need running shoes, spikes, or apparel, they have a friendly and knowledgeable staff to help you find just the right fit, and they've spent years supporting our local athletes. They are located at 327 Huron Avenue in downtown Port Huron. Verlinde Insurance, located in Richmond, Michigan, is also a supporter of coverage on Blue Water Running. Training as an athlete teaches you resilience and preparation. Apply those lessons to your life with your insurance plans. Be ready for anything with them by your side.